oven, and I'm going to use a baker's peel.
I just wanted to check.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, right now the Italian hard rolls have doubled in size, volume, and I'm going to place them on a baker's peel, which is just a wooden paddle. And as we place them on the peel, we give them a little space. And then this is called a lamb, which is a razor blade. You could use a single edge razor blade and just hold it in your hand, or this is a tool to hold it. And then what I'm going to do is lightly cut each one of those hard rolls. And then I'm going to slide it into the oven, and I'm going to spray water into the oven initially in order to get steam and cause the crust to get shiny and a thin crust, and also to open up where the cut is. And then they'll bake in a dry oven the rest of the way. Cut. Right behind you. Okay. I do it this way. Okay.
To your right a little bit.
Go down, just measure.
To your right, please. There. Yeah, I'd go down. More. Okay.
Ready? Okay. Okay, the Italian paninis, small loaves, are ready to go into the oven. So we're going to take them out of the box after they've proofed there and place them on these peels. And then after placing them on the peels, I'll take the lamb and lightly score. And I'm only about 20 degrees off, and I'm trying to get right underneath the top of the skin when I slice into these. So I have a real sharp blade, and I'm just sliding slowly right underneath the skin. You don't want to come up head on like that. It'll open the cut, but it looks much more attractive if it's just slightly right underneath the skin. Okay. Okay, into the oven. Cut.
John, you sliced those different than the other ones you just sliced?
Mm-hmm. You could watch those hard rolls. Yeah. Okay, good. I should have the rest. Well, we will do the recipe later. I'll just talk about the milk dough. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, this is a French milk dough, and it's very versatile. It's a great dough to learn how to do many things from. It rises real slow for 5.5 to 8 hours, or even overnight. Develops a lot of flavor because of the length of time that it's rising. What I'm planning on making is challah out of this dough, so I'll scale off a few pieces here, and they're weighing 13 ounces. I need 2 to make a 2-strand braid, so I'll cut some of the dough here. Let's see what we got. Oh, right on. Okay. Cut a little of that off. So I'll make 2 challah. And I'll also make a one strand, which I'll show you how to. So I've got one strand. I'll start to shape them out. I'll roll them just to get them started out, and then let them relax. Also out of this dough, I'm going to do country white, so I can, those two bread pans off to the side, I'll cut them at 1 pound, 5 ounces, and then we'll make a regular white loaf, but it's a wonderful white loaf. It's got so much flavor to it. Great for toast. Okay, so those are setting a little bit. Now I'll cut out the 1/5, 2 pieces. Let's see, change my scale. 1 pound, 5 ounces. Okay, so now these two, I've oiled my pans. I'm going to flatten the dough out, fold it over a third, lift it up, and then slowly take it a third and round it right on up, and then drop it in the bread pans. Okay. Now the other thing, I'll put some of this dough back for right now over here. The other thing I'm going to do, I'll move my scale, is to make apple rolls. And what I'm going to do is flour the bench and put a little bit of flour on the bench, flatten the dough out. Cover this. Roll it out kind of thin. A little flour again. I have egg wash that I have in a container here. It was just a little bit of eggs beaten up pretty thick, and then add a little water to the egg and to thin it out. And the egg wash, let's see here. Got
Did you get
Oh, okay.
You plunked them in, but
They were out,
Yeah.
right.
Which I think we just better let roll.
Okay.
You are approaching
Egg wash.
you are approaching with the egg wash in your hand.
Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to apply a thin coating of egg wash to seal the dough along the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is, we're using local apples, and there's Northern Spies and Ida Reds and a Golden Delicious in this mixture. And what we do is cut them up and then add a little bit of brown sugar, some fresh cinnamon, and fresh nutmeg across the top, and a little bit of butter. And then we bake them in the oven for 45 minutes at a low temperature, right around 300, 325. Bring them out, let them cool, and then now we're going to put them across this dough, and it's similar to apple pie, only thing it's a bread. Alsatian apple rolls. So. Set those aside. Need to get something to wipe my hands. Okay, now I'm going to roll it up. What I'll do is to start on the one end. I can either start from either end. I'll start from right here and turn it, and it's just like cinnamon rolls, and you roll it up. And what I'm doing is taking my thumbs again and pressing against the dough, stretching it and pulling as I roll it. That keeps it tight. And then rolling this dough right on up. And then it gets to the bottom. You keep your seam down, so the weight is sealing it right now. And out of that, then we're going to take a knife and score across the top. So from that piece, I've got 4 loaves. I need a tray, Gary, with clean paper. So now what I'll do is I'll egg wash again. I'll bring them back into focus here. Bring them all right here. Okay, thank you. Okay, well. Okay, now I'm going to take the egg wash across the top, and then what I'll do is do along the edges and the side. That's going to give it a nice glaze and a shine. And then what I'm going to do is to take coarse white sugar and sprinkle across the top. Coarse white sugar, and just a little bit across there, just for decorative looks, and tastes pretty good too. A little sweet. Now this dessert is, as far as bread goes, is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. There's very little sugar in it. And then what it will do is score across the top. Move it a little bit more here with this knife, and this will cause it to open up and allow some of that heat to vent out. And then we'll let them rise for about 40-45 minutes, and then bake them off in a 325-degree oven for about 40 minutes. Okay. So now I need to clean the bench a little bit, and I'll shape the challah. Gary, you want to take this and then cover it, and you can put it up high on a rack, and then I need another tray again and to put the challah on. A little bit of flour on the bench. Scrape here. Okay, this is a single strand braid. What you do is you have one strand, and you'll bring it around and make a loop. So now really what you have is 1 strand, 2 strand, 3 strand. You'll feed this through. You twist the dough. You feed it back through this way. Twist the dough again. Feed it back through. And now you have 1 strand making a braid. Now what I'll do is do a 2-strand braid, and what you do is to bring both strands out, and what's nice about this braid is that it's as high as actually putting the dough in a loaf pan, and it's free form, so it looks pretty and being a braid. Okay, let's see here. Okay, once you have both strands out about the same, this one needs to come out a little bit longer. Okay, now what you do is you cross over the strand, and now my right hand is going to go under my left hand, and I'm going to drop. My right hand is going to go under my left hand, and the braid's going to go that way. I don't have to think about it. My right hand under, left hand, right hand, left hand. And you have 2 strands being formed to make a braid. Now when you get to the end, you mash all 4 strands together and then tuck them underneath here. There's no way that this one where it starts from is going to come loose, and then this one is tucked in enough so that no ends are going to come undone. So that's a 2-strand. I'll do it one more time. Okay, both strands are about the same. You toss the one over top of the other so it's now a cross is formed. Right hand's going to go under the left hand. Right hand, left hand. And so if you were looking this way, right hand is under, left hand is over the top. Same ways. You always do it the same. So all the four ends are together. You push them together, tuck it underneath. Two strands. A tray. Great. Thank you. Okay. Also, the two loaves that we put in bread pans will, matter of fact, this could go in a bread pan too. Now that I think about it, it would look nice to have some form to it. I'll put both those on here. Now, egg wash them, and then you could either put poppy seeds or sesame seeds, or you can leave them plain across the top. Now the other pieces of dough that I have in here, you can make small rolls out of it. Same dough, country white and milk, the French milk dough. Okay. What you can do is if you have a special occasion and you want to have a special roll. These are small petite rolls. You can cut them in half, the small pieces, and then roll them back and forth to make small braids. You can do the same thing as you did with the larger ones there. Cross them over and just make miniature versions of the same. Leave it there. The other thing is you can round them up, making small dinner rolls out of them. You can shape them like a regular loaf, like this. Let them rise. Then you can take scissors, dip the scissors in water, the tips of them, and then after they double in size, you snip sideways with the scissors, and they open up, different shape. The other thing you can do is to make a long strand and then make a roll where you bring the two strands together like this. Twist once, twist twice, then fold this tip in through the middle and force it out, and then push it down. And the same thing, you can egg wash the tops of these. You can add caraway, you can add cumin, you can add sesame, poppy seeds. Would you hand me some sesame seeds? There should be some right in one of those containers there, or the poppy too, whatever. You can make a pretzel shape, twisting like that, making the loop. Thank you. And then bringing both ends up, and you just pull it apart. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sorry. A little bit of sesame seeds on top. little bit of poppy seed. We'll set these aside here. Add the rolls. Same idea, a little bit of egg wash. And then after they rise a little bit, we'll score some of the breads there. Move these aside. Okay, the other thing besides the breads, the rolls, the apple rolls, you can take the same dough and you can make, I'll need one more tray, Gary. You can roll a piece of dough out like this. I'll flour the bench again. Take another piece here. There we go.
Excuse me, I'll just cover it, we'll just stick to this.
Cover it over with the plastic. Okay, in the morning you you need something. You have guests coming over, and you need to make a breakfast roll. You can take the same dough, roll it out. It's been rising in your cooler overnight, and so now you roll the piece of dough out, and it's long enough. And what you're going to make is something called snails, which are cinnamon, butter, and pecans. And so you roll it out fairly thin. Then egg wash the whole dough. If they want to, yeah. Okay, and then we need cinnamon, which I have back here. Shaker. Okay, this is cinnamon and sugar. 1 part sugar, 1 part cinnamon I'm sprinkling on here. And then we'll fold it over in half. Want to cut for a minute? Cut.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and then we'll shut it down and you can go in the other room. So let's see. I was doing snails, so I'll need pecans and I'll need cinnamon butter. Let's slide this in the microwave for a minute. What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we got it unplugged. Right, okay. I thought you meant the microphone was not by the microwave. Okay.
It's one of those old-fashioned microwaves.
That was the one thing I read about Tuscany. They said that those people there are so into food, but nobody has a microwave in their house. They refuse. I need nuts someplace.
I know ours went out for a couple of days, and now we're sitting there.
I don't live without it.
It's
Everything now.
You boil water, I mean, that's it, yeah.
You know, what they do 5, even 10 years ago, it's just unreal.
Could you wash that cleaver and chop these up for me? Just wipe that wooden, you can bring it over here, the wooden board. Get ready here. it say?
It reads chili powder on it.
Oh.
Yes, powder. Oh.
What a surprise! Nothing like a good sweet roll in the morning. Are you awake yet?
Little Mexican sweet roll.
Let's see. I need the pizza cutter to. Here. Okay, I won't start yet. Oh, we are rolling? Well, I said, wait 1 second. Let me see how this dough is, and I'll. Pardon? Oh, okay. Yeah, this will work good. I just was wondering about it. Make sure I have enough room. Pardon me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
What area, honey? In cutting or putting on the
If
tray?
he works in an area, you'll have to tilt down to show it. Okay.
Oh, do you want me to work right here?
No,
Wherever,
no,
wherever
just
you want.
Oh, okay, because I was planning on doing it out there.
We're accommodating.
Okay, great. Okay. So this is how you make snails, sweet rolls. You can fill them with raspberries, strawberries. I'm using cinnamon and butter and then sprinkling pecans across the top. A fancy cinnamon roll. Okay. So now I've got my piece of dough out. I'm going to roll it back and forth to stretch it out a bit. Once I do, I now twist it. Roll it up loosely, pinch the end. I'll fill that tray and then we'll put the topping on top of the snails. Okay, that's enough here. We'll just set these aside. Then what we'll do is brush the top with egg wash. Give them a color and a little shine to them. So with this French milk dough, we're getting small rolls, the country white bread, the challah. You're getting rolls for in the morning, the snails. Pinch that end back. Also, right after this, I'll do the New Yorkers, which are a fresh onion roll out of the same dough. And they make great sandwiches. Okay, we'll put a little cinnamon butter and across the top. What we should do is to cut to when they're coming out of the oven and have someone eating one. the pecans all chopped up. There were halves and wholes. Okay. Voila. I need one more tray for the New Yorkers, and we're done with the French milk dough.
Needs to be covered in plastic.
Yes, you can do that, please. Okay, 2 pieces of dough together. Weighs about 4 ounces. And then I have onions and olive oil, poppy seed cut up, a little bit of scallions and red purple onions. So what we'll do is to take some of this, you can take the whole dough and push it down in there, fold it up, and then make a small roll. And then just roll it up. Flatten it out. These go real well because there's butter in this dough that after they come out of the oven, they're wonderful, but then the butter has a tendency to toughen the dough for a little bit, and then if you can reheat them, slice them in half and lightly grill them on the stove. You can stuff them with turkey, or you can make a hamburger out and put on them. Basically, they're just such an excellent flavor roll that you can do many versatile things with it. Then what we'll do is we'll cover them, we'll let them rise, and then we'll egg wash them after they've doubled in size, and then put the same mixture across the top. And then we put them in the oven for about 20 minutes and let them bake at 375. Cut. What about it?
That one there was way over there.
Oh, okay. We'll pull that out. Yeah, these look good.
Those are dropped on the floor though.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, as far as the cuts go and the color,
Look at this one here. What happened here? All 3 of them, you just kind of.
we
Maybe we bumped them up against the back. And
no.
puffed them, or-
I think it
Just
might be
bad
of just
scoring?
it could be the timing as far as maybe they could have gone just a little bit longer and then put them in and then they would have risen
Oh.
better. You know, I mean that's what you're trying to control by scoring them. And when you
See,
don't,
This looks really good right now.
right, and then it looks like there's just too much expansion here and here. So, you know, and that's why I think it definitely could be just the timing of it, and that'll come. Okay, slide that over there. Okay, what do we got in here? The breads look pretty good for your first time, both of you. They have good color. They've, you know, I think you got good possibilities, great potential.
Good to know. Kind of funny shapes, but
Hey, for your first time, not putting your hands in the dough before, hey, these weren't shaped.
Right?
So that's,
These
these
get
two
the
were
next
rising. We'll have to put these on a board by themselves so you can see quite the difference. But I thought, well,
Those are the two you showed us, and we never got back.
right.
These all go.
We're gonna put them into boxes, yeah.
You can talk, I'm gonna roll the strong in the top.
Here, one more.
Oh, when
Yeah, we could probably put these in too. They'll just be toward the back.
No, thanks.
You want anything to drink, John? Anything else? I don't know strong in the top.
Sure. I'll take a Coke.
Do you have anything to drink?
another die.
Plastic, no plastic, or
Yeah, we'll put plastic on it too, and then I'll put canvas. A Coke, regular.
Would you want to show me?
I don't know. I think they got all the bread out.
No. Well, you take some on there.
Right, that's exactly what I was thinking. I thought we could put some right back in the oven and pull it. So, right. Yeah, I think they pretty well got it all cleared. I could see that's what was happening over there while we were trying to do the milk dough. Oh, I can see. We can put this in. And then, you're right, I'll load up a few of those peels and we'll slide it in the oven. And that was the other thing I was saying about you coming back. If we catch me in the afternoon and then we have all the racks, and then I can be pulling bread too. And the ones that we're doing, we can highlight this. You know,
I would just use one camera.
one what?
That's just the one camera.
Right. Yeah.
Just like this.
Yep.
What's your time on afternoon?
It's better probably later. What would be good for Bill?
I go to school at 3.
Let me
At
text
3? Yeah, if you would, please. Yeah, probably after that. You know, by the time you set up and all, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock. That's a good time.
Okay.
Friday?
I don't know, I gotta get the camera down.
Okay.
We're shooting.
Ron Neely would like to bring the eggs down.
Pardon?
Ron Neely would like to bring.
Well, these baguettes look good.
Oh,
while you were gone, you decided they weren't baked enough. You're ready to put them all back in the oven.
It doesn't matter, I mean, it's just, we're editing out, you know.
You didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, it's too late. You already did.
Back to back, so
I did all right, except that one from Katya that Alan got out.
Right, that one.
I did that one.
hey, I'll take the blame, no problem.
Hey, all in all, I think you guys have done exceptionally well. You know, that the bread looks good, the cuts, you know, you're going to tweak it. You know.
We're on, weren't
Yeah, I was, but I noticed it slipped off.
you? We wanted on what?
I thought it slipped off.
Oh, no, I could read you on the thing.
Okay. My ride's here. Oh. keep my energy level up. Okay, let's see. Okay, what I'll do is I'll peel a few. These are, whoa. Matter of fact,
30 seconds real quick, pick it up.
feel how soft it's getting. Okay, you'd really want to leave them in a little bit too. Yeah, you pull them too early. They got good color, but there's the crust, you know, whereas you're not quite there. Another 5 minutes, but that comes with experience. And the more you do it, looks good, but it needs to be in there a little bit longer. So I'll put it in here and leave it for an hour. Put this in first, and then I'll start pulling the bread out, and then just say I'm pulling panini or pulling the French or sourdough in. Okay, that one and that one. Ready? Okay. I'm getting ready to put the fougasse in the oven and bake it right on the tile. Slide it right in. The oven's about 450. Close it up, spray it with a little bit of water, create a mist. Okay, now we're getting ready to pull the panini and the French. A couple of Italians coming out. Nice looking Italian. These are a couple small panini. There we go, put those in a basket. Nice, hard, crusty bread. The French coming out. Okay, we'll take a look at this oven. We'll pull out sourdough French, 2-pound round. Slide that down low. And another one coming out. Baguettes. Look nice. The way they're cut. Sourdough French, 1-pounders. Nice looking loaves. I think it's been a successful baking day. Okay.
What's MBTM?
Safety General 9040 Palm past I-75. Disabled vehicle on the center line. Traffic is slowing down from Michigan. And also northbound before Joe is an accident blocking the left lane. Winter weather, heating up your car. Get to Bell Tire now to service your car. Brakes, shocks, struts, alignments, they do it all. And don't forget your tires. Bell Tire, nobody comes close, nobody's closer. I'm Fancy McNeil on the WJR 24-hour traffic center.
It was a low point in my life. Boy, I mean, you don't recover from being fired from a fast food job. Years in there, years. They are 24 hours back in the weather center. Snow that's supposed to end tonight and then tomorrow. Right now we have partly like sky, 33 degrees. Denise Dedor, Channel 7 will be in here with us. Digger Phelps. No, probably not. Star Trek convention, however, might be booted around. And lots more at 760 WJR. The guy in the yard next to you is laughing. He's probably listening to Album in the Afternoon on WJR. Today's Penn and Lawrence DeRose launches up the code. It's sort of an answer book for the rules.
I have a question. Why do men want to? I don't understand why they want to get in and why they want to get out right away. Why can't you just enjoy company with one person? Why are you in such a hurry to get out?
I gotta get it clear.
Hello.
Where did you see those Great Lakes work? You said you had.
Whether you're building or remodeling, or the world possibility. Visit April Building Supply on Auburn Road in Rochester, or N.A. Man's Lumber Company on Jefferson Avenue in Trenton. Bargain windows and doors, made to order, made to use. Now, to get software for your office computer, there's two tools to try. Tool by number one, drive around the store to store, you pick out a word processor here, and spreadsheet there, as needed. Which is this tool slide will cost you hundreds of dollars. Plus, yeah. Okay, tool slide number two. Pick up
So she didn't want Lowe's, she wanted Freeco.
You get a award-winning Word Processor, the world's #1 word processor for Windows. You get a product check. You get encyclopedia with over 1,500 links to the internet. Word 4.0, a spreadsheet and database. You get Internet Explorer 2.0 and 60 readers on Microsoft Network. And just for fun, classic arcade games like Little Command, Centipede, and Battlezone. Tuition for this course.
Ready to do anything on this side? Excuse me.
Oh, your lights are on.
Oh, shoot. Well, that took care of that.
Cook the bulb?
Yeah, they're not designed for that little move.
Probably not.
I'm thinking-
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Colin.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm here to help you. Let me move all this stuff. Irish soda bread. You should try some. It's right there. It's really good. I've been eating slice after slice after slice. Yes. Living proof.
Well, try it.
Yes. Currants, caraway, some traditional Irish recipe.
I'll have one.
Good choice.
Hey, was that you that was
Were you behind me today or in front of me? In front of me? You're around over by Southern Boy, up that way, I think?
Yeah, I met you over there.
I thought that was you.
Hey, on the truck, right?
I was following Art Myers. His car broke down and he, on the road, and he needed to get home, and so I said, I'll follow you. I think that's
This
where it
is
was.
the old.
Yes, anything on that shelf is.
Yep, first time this one.
I believe we do. Let me see where it would be.
Oh, you carry all the supplies you need, right?
Try to.
Sourdough French. Small ones.
We've got,
Just the other, okay.
right, the
So
other
we've got,
sourdough, right at the very bottom.
yeah, we've got this size right down here,
That's fine.
but no long ones out of the oven yet. Except, unless you want French, regular yeasted French.
I need one of these apple things too.
Yes, you do. Now, do you need plastic for this? This one is cool. It's not hot. This one is hot. So if you need some plastic for it, I can give you
Good.
that. Well, not necessarily, not
Depends
today.
on how fast you eat it.
Exactly. If you finish it off today, you don't need any plastic.
I don't think I'll finish it.
I've got this big giant one right here. Do you want me to move? Bill, do you know Bob?
I don't think so.
Bill Colias, Bob Hannawald?
How do you do?
Hannawald, Bill Colias.
Hannawalt? You live on that street right on Parks Road?
Yeah, Clifford Road?
Right around the corner from our house.
Right around from the parks?
Yeah, down Topher.
Topeth Road.
Yeah, you know where Colleen lives?
On the corner there, we're on the corner of Parks and Topeth, and Bob is around the corner down Topeth.
Okay, that one, okay, I'm thinking, isn't there a Hannawald Road, or is there a?
Yeah.
Okay, are there Hannawalds on that road?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Is that where your family first started? Was your family homestead there?
No, not great, let's see, it'd be Uncle Otto Hannawald had the farm there where Dwayne Walt
Yeah.
lives.
That's what I'm thinking of, the walls. Sure you don't wanna hold something up, eh?
I'm sorry?
Sure you wanna,
Positive.
Amazing how the camera frightens people.
it is.
You're getting pleasure out of it though.
Yeah. You guys are sick. Yeah, get Steven in here. He'll stand up there in front of you, or for you. You know, sir, would you be opposed to having her,
Having her
the person that's coming to get all this bread, if I,
Susan.
yeah, if I slid those threads there in those big boxes into clear bags and just, not now, but when she comes.
Oh, that's probably all right, you can ask her.
See, that would be a better way to travel. I've already put part
Oh,
of
okay,
it on
that's a
top.
good idea, that's what I was waiting to figure out what we were gonna do.
And would she want me to send bags along?
Well, I would definitely, I like that.
There we go.
We ready to, you wanna pull those apple rolls there and put on that right there?
Hello, camera.
What camera? I don't see any camera. There's a basket over there. He's gonna get a few shots. He's gonna take those back. I would work on that rip right now until we get this taken care of. And then we'll sort it.
Huh?
Did you remember your envelope up there?
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
I'm gonna get the dishes in the box.
Okay. How much is the walnut bread? Walnut bread?
$2.75, I believe.
Okay, how much is the Irish bread?
$2.99.
Okay. That was like.
Do you have anything with the Mill Pond Bakery emblem without the ingredients? Follow me?
Okay. Yes, he will be here tomorrow. Why don't I take your number and, okay. Okay. Ah, beautiful.
Well, that's not bad.
Ah, okay.
This is
I
what I
don't,
got
but
here.
I
So
recognize
I'm
the
recording
face.
this right now.
It's a beautiful name, beautiful.
Yeah, it looks faint. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We're not hard to find at all. If you get off at the Chelsea exit, you can take M52 north. Yes, you'll go right through Chelsea. You'll come out the other side. It'll be open countryside. Yes, you'll come down right to where you'll come to a stop sign finally when that part of M52 ends. And if you choose to go to the right, you would go into Stockbridge, and if you choose to go left, you will be on 106 going towards Jackson. And we're about,
That's not, no, it's not bad really.
Oh, okay.
There's another one I took. See, I freeze frame it while I'm recording it.
Ah, right.
See, that's,
Yes.
that's why I'm able to bring it over to you.
Okay.
No, so,
I think, yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you, there's a gas station on your left. and
Okay,
there's one on your right. You would make a left turn right
I
there.
think the only
It's
thing
at Main
is
Street.
to record you.
And
I was just putting some of the breads in, and I'm using
My
what's
name is
called a
Colleen
lamb,
John's
which
wife.
is a razor blade
Do you want that?
scoring.
Do you want that
Right.
too?
I was
Okay.
thinking people.
Sure.
I
We look
noticed
forward to
with
seeing you.
Al and Gary, they have a hard time, and people I've had in here in the past, of picking up exactly what I'm doing. They
Ah,
hold it too straight. So I
okay,
was
so you're
thinking,
talking about looking where?
like right here, and I can move it up if you need me to. Like the table.
I just don't know where you want to be.
Oh, okay. If I'm right here,
Okay.
and what I'll be doing is this.
Oh, yeah, I remember them having a hard time with
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And all through the week, it's the same. You know, like today they were here till about 2. So, I mean, if I go slow, you can pick it up, and it'll be easy to see.
Gotcha, okay, maybe I, okay.
And what I was going to do is there's also this row here when I started, and the same sort of thing. And it's,
Okay,
and
let me get this right now. Let me,
okay.
unfreeze this and get right in there. Second. Let you know it's all, it's not, focus there.
I'll just work my way
Okay.
to this one. So we're.
You hold it.
Okay.
Wait a second. Okay.
Okay, and then this free form. So it'll be a little bit different.
Where are you gonna start?
I'll start on this far one right here. Got a little bit of a skin on it. It may pop out again. But.
We just gave Melanie the script. We all have it memorized, you know? Oh, she's not in this. No, she's not.